Hi everybody, this is Galina with thefitink.com, and I have a message for you today relating to your expectations. How do you manage your expectations? How do you react when you meet or you don't meet your expectations? A couple of times a week I'll get an email or a text where somebody says, I am so frustrated. I'm so frustrated with myself right now. Or I'm so frustrated with my diet right now. And what does that mean? Frustration means a couple of things when I hear it. It means you didn't set your goals right. You didn't follow through with what you set, which means you set your goals wrong in the first place if you can't follow through. And then it means that you had expectations that were unrealistic. And that can mean different things to different people. It can be totally realistic to expect to lose 4 pounds in a month. But if it's the same month when you have a loss in the family and your kids are graduating from school and you get a leak in your roof and your husband loses his job, that now becomes an unrealistic expectation because your environment changed. Somehow, when we set our goals, we tend to look at our current situation. What is our current situation and where do we want to get? But sometimes that situation changes. Sometimes things come up and you forget to reassess your environment and say, hey, things are a little bit different right now, so maybe I should adjust my expectations. And this ultimately will help a lot of people avoid frustration. I don't know how we got where we are, but most of the people that I work with expect way more out of their bodies than their bodies are able to deliver. I'm not saying that we shouldn't have high goals and we shouldn't try to achieve what I like to call greatness. You're here on this earth to achieve your greatness, but you need to do it step by step, and you need to do it with respect to what your body can do. Say that you have 15 pounds to lose and you give yourself 6 weeks for that. Everybody who works with people in the weight loss industry, fitness and nutrition, knows that there are people who are going to lose weight at a rate of, 2 to 6 pounds a month. And then there's people who will lose nothing. And then there's the extraordinary person that will lose 10 or 12. And we call those outliers. Because you have this core of people, maybe 90% of the people will have average weight loss. And then some people will have no weight loss. And some people will have just extraordinary weight loss. And that depends on many different factors. And it doesn't matter what your situation is. Your body's going to show you with the things that you're doing today, with the foods that you're eating, with the exercise you're doing, with the movement you're doing, with your everyday habits, with your thinking patterns, with your resting patterns, with your ability to handle or not handle stress. What is the speed that your body can go right now? And you can't push that speed. You can make little adjustments here and there and maybe make it a little bit faster. But it's very hard to push that speed, or if you push it, you may end up paying a price that you weren't ready for. With things like pregnancy or growing a garden, we have so much patience. If you have ever planted a seed and just gone and looked at it every day, and you keep looking in this pot, and you're like, whoa, when is it going to grow? When is it going to grow? When is it going to grow? And, it is going to grow when it is going to grow. And there's nothing that you can do to keep pushing that and to make that happen. You have 1 week or 2 weeks to germination, then you have the time that it's going to take for the plant to grow, and then you have the harvest. But there is a time of 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 months. With things like asparagus, you have to wait 3 years until you see your first asparagus sprig, and you can say, hey, I'm an asparagus farmer. It takes a long time. And people who farm and who grow, they know this. They don't push. If you got pregnant tomorrow, not the guys, the ladies, if you get pregnant tomorrow, there's no way you can make yourself less pregnant in a shorter time and make yourself be pregnant for 4 months. And hey, I want a full grown, happy, healthy baby in 4 months because I don't have time for a 9 right now. This is how we are with our bodies. This is how unreasonably crazy we are with our bodies. Where we go, you know what? I'm going on a diet and I need to lose 15 pounds. And then, because the first month you only lost 3, you become so angry and so upset and so frustrated. Instead of going, hey, that's pretty darn good. I lost 3 pounds. I did some stuff right this month. I walked, I exercised, I went ahead and signed up for gym. I've been eating greens, and I hated greens before. I've been drinking these nasty green smoothies. I love them now. You don't look at what you have been doing. You look at your harvest. Your harvest isn't here, but you are growing. Your little seed is going into a plant and into a bigger plant, into a bigger plant. And for some people, if you've been waiting to lose weight for a really long time, or if there's areas of your life that are unattended to, there's areas of your life that you're not paying attention to, those are all going to start coming up as you're trying to lose weight. So all I want to say is do what you have to do to become real about the speed of your body. Do what you have to do to be able to manage your expectations better. Surround yourself with people that understand the speed of things, who can point out what's going well when it feels to you like the world is crumbling down because, you know, your little seed is not ready for harvest yet. You need to give your body the time that your body needs to heal from the things that you have caused in your life or that have been caused by circumstances you can't control in order for you to be able to healthily and happily lose weight and get where you want to be. Just because you signed up for a challenge that has a prize doesn't mean that your body's going to say, hey, I really want those $5,000 at the end of this month. Just because you signed up for a bet with a friend and, you know, and he's going to give you his Rolex if you win, that doesn't mean that your body's going to be on board with that. You need to have a clear path, a clear goal of how you're going to go from where you are now to where you want to be. And then you need to be able to constantly reassess what's changing along the way. If environments change, you need to reassess and you need to recalibrate how you're going to look at your goal and how you get there. Otherwise, you are setting yourself up for frustration. You're setting yourself up for a feeling of failure and loss, and you don't have to live like that. You have a choice, but in order to exercise that choice, you need to be smart, and you need to be patient, and you need to be loving, and you need to be kind to your body. And none of that means being frustrated, upset, or hateful, or impatient. And with that, I'm going to leave you today our good 8.5 minutes of please set realistic expectations. And then enjoy yourself when you get there. And then enjoy yourself along the way of getting there. Thank you. To read more from us, come to thefitinc.com or find us on Facebook. And talk to you soon. Bye-bye.